Hey, what's up guys, the Georgia here, and today I want to review something that I use pretty much every day in most of my YouTube videos, and that is this Blue Snowball mic. So if you guys are into like recording, content creating, YouTubing or anything, you probably looked into investing in a mic, either for your camera or if you do computer recordings, a mic for your computer. Most likely if you typed in like computer microphone on Google or Amazon, you will find Blue. So Blue is a very well-known brand for their microphones. They're known for good quality. And I would say the majority of content creators actually use Blue's microphones. So I wanted to review the Blue Snowball because this is a microphone that I've had for, I think I would say like 5 years now, because yeah, I got this when I first started creating gaming content for YouTube. And yeah, the reason why I bought this one was because it's the most budget friendly, with like good quality, because you're getting Blue quality. And there is like a Blue Snowball Ice, I believe it's called, which is basically the cheaper version of this. I think like the microphone itself is like made out of plastic instead of metal like this one. And it's just like a bit lower quality in terms of what the specs are. And that one goes for about like $30 cheaper than this. This one itself is $100 US or 139 Canadian dollars. And so the Blue Ball Ice would be like $70 US, $60 US, I would say. So quite a bit cheaper. But definitely if you want to go for $100 or less budget microphone, you would be looking at the Blue Snowball. Some of the unique features is that, first of all, in the package it does come with the stand, like this small tripod, a USB cable, and then the microphone itself. So the cable, actually, when I got it, I actually purchased the microphone from eBay, and I bought it brand new from eBay. Of course, this is 5 years ago, so Amazon wasn't as big at a time as it was now, but I got it for, I think I got it on sale. I think I got it for like $70 instead of the regular price of $100 US. So I got it for a bit cheaper. The cable out of box was actually broken, because you know how sometimes cables, they break after a while, but this one out of box, the cable wasn't working. Luckily, I did have an extra cable just lying around my house from somewhere, so I was able to use the microphone. Yeah, so basically the microphone is super easy. You just plug in the cable, plug it into your computer via USB, and you're pretty much good to go. The microphone itself does screw off the tripod if you want, because you could do various settings with the Snowball, like you could attach it to stands, different stands and stuff, so it is kind of flexible in terms of how you want to position the Snowball. Once you plug it in, you don't have to do any setup. There are some back switches here because the microphone does have 3 settings that you can easily switch to. Setting number 1 is just for the regular cardioid, which is basically you have the microphone in front of you and the microphone will be picking up sound from your direction. Number 2 is for omnidirectional. Basically, the microphone can pick up sound from all around it, because it is this ball. As you can see, there's like a grill in the front and in the back. So if you're doing like an interview, a podcast, or something like that, you could just put the Snowball in the middle of the table, and basically people around the entire microphone could talk and the mic could pick it up. So that's what setting 2 is for. And then setting 3 is basically cardioid, so just picking up one direction sound, but minus 10 dB. So it kind of reduces the sound levels. So if you're doing something like, if you're recording music, for example, and you want to record like your drums or your guitar, it will lower the volume it's picking up, so that it doesn't pick up extra like noise that you don't want. Basically, for my purpose, for gaming videos, I always just keep it at 1, just because it's just me talking into the mic, and I just want to pick up as much as I can. So yeah, really simple, really straightforward microphone. In terms of my experience with it, the shape of it is kind of heavy. It's kind of I don't really like this big round ball look. Some people like it, but for me, I think it does kind of look a bit tacky after 5 years of using it. It's kind of awkward, like the weight is weird. The tripod is sturdy enough, but sometimes you could knock it over. It's really easy to knock over because it's super top heavy, so just one little like kook and it's going to fall. And it's super heavy too, so if it falls on like a keyboard or something, it's big yikes. In terms of the tripod itself, it's just a pretty cheap tripod. Yeah, you could do this, and so you could tighten it to adjust the height. It does have a limited ability to adjust height. Generally you want to keep it kind of high. For me, I want to keep it higher up, just so it could get closer to my mouth. And then you could tighten it, but I find that the tightening once in a while it just loosens by itself and then the mic will just fall. So could be a little bit better for the stand, but if you really wanted to, you could invest in like a better stand for it. For me, I don't really find the need to spend money to upgrade my stand, so I just deal with it. In terms of sound quality, if you guys watch my other gaming videos, my sound quality, I would say honestly is decent. And I would just leave it as that. It's decent. It picks up the sound, it does its job. It's not like a webcam mic or a headset mic quality. It's definitely better. It's definitely like a microphone quality. You're definitely getting like decent quality for the price you're paying. One problem I did find with this microphone is that even just on the regular setting, so not the -10 dB, I would find that the mic is actually kind of quiet. Like I do have my mic plugged into my computer and I have the mic settings in my computer at maximum pickup, and even then I find that if I'm not shouting into the mic, the volume is actually kind of low. So usually when I'm recording videos and when I'm doing my editing, I either have to forcibly increase the audio of my post recording, or I have to adjust all my other sounds and lower them so that they kind of balance out. So yeah, I don't know if it's just because of this microphone or if it's in general microphones are like this, but I do find that the volume is kind of low. Like if I'm just talking at normal talking voice volume, it's pretty quiet. So now I'm going to be doing a test of the microphone volume so you guys can kind of get a sense of the sound quality of the mic. So yeah, switching over here to my computer, as you can see, I am recording. I have the mic plugged in here, and right now I'm talking in the setting 1, which is basically the cardioid. So I'm talking straight into the microphone. The mic is just picking up my volume. Something to note is that I do have my mic settings all the way on maximum, and both on my computer and on my recording software. So I'm using a lot of internal settings to kind of bump up my microphone volume, because as I said, the microphone kind of is low volume otherwise. So now I'm going to switch settings. So now I switch settings to the omnidirectional, so basically the microphone can start picking up from around it. So what I'm going to do actually is pick up the mic here, and as you can see, now I'm talking to the back of the mic, and the mic is still being able to pick up my voice, I think. So yeah, just talking to the side of the mic, and this is the front of it. So with the setting number 2, which is omnidirectional, you can just basically, it's good for like podcasts, interviews. Like I said, you could just talk anywhere, have the mic in the middle of your table, and it could pick up the sound. So moving on to the third option, this is very similar to the first option. However, now it's -10 dB, so the volume is probably a little bit lower. I haven't changed anything in my computer settings, so maybe you could tell a difference or not. But again, you won't be using the setting too much. You would mainly just be using it if you're recording. So if you're recording audio for like music, so if you're singing into the mic, probably not even singing. I would say just like instruments really, because instruments you can't really control the volume of unless you're using like electric guitar, for example, and like an amplifier. But yeah, otherwise, I would say this is just for really loud sounds where you might want to lower the volume just so you don't have so much noise. For accessories for the mic, the only thing I do have is this pop filter. I bought this for like 10 or 15 bucks on Amazon. I'll have the link to one in the description down below. But basically, like, it just covers like your pop from your P's and stuff. But normally I find that the Blue mic, even without the pop filter, in terms of quality, I think it's fine for that. So a big question that you might have for this microphone is it worth it compared to their next version, which is the Blue Yeti? So the Blue Yeti, I would say, is a very, very standard microphone for content creators, streamers, basically anyone that's using that needs a microphone for recording on their computer. They're going to have the Blue Yeti a lot of the times. I would say over half the people will have the Blue Yeti. So the Blue Yeti, I think it's $50 more than the Blue Snowball, so 150 US dollars. In Canadian dollars would be like 213 or 200 bucks. And would I suggest spending a little bit more for the Blue Yeti over this one? I would say yes. So if you have the extra budget for like an extra $50 is all it is to upgrade to the Blue Yeti over the Blue Snowball, I think I would do it. In retrospect, I think I would have just spent a little bit extra for the Blue Yetis because 5 years down the road, I'm still using the same microphone. So definitely that $50 would have gone a long way. Basically everyone I've known, and if you look on various reviews on YouTube, everyone is very happy with the Blue Yeti. Personally as well, people that I know that used it, they are very happy with the Blue Yeti. The quality is very good. And yeah, I just think the Blue Yeti overall is probably your go-to for your microphone. Blue Snowball, I think, is a solid microphone if you are really tight on that budget and you really need that less than $100 microphone, then sure, you can go for the Blue Snowball. But like I said, I think that the shape is a bit weird and the mic quality while being fine is a little bit low in the volume. Also, one thing I do want to point out is that if you are going to be looking for a microphone to purchase during like those holiday times such as Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas time, if you are shopping for these microphones at that time, then these are commonly going on sale. So I think basically every Black Friday I've seen the Blue Yeti go on sale. I'm not too sure about the Snowball, but every year I get a notification from my friends saying that the Blue Yeti is on sale. Usually they go down to like 120 US dollars, so like 30 bucks off. So if that's something you want to consider, or that time is coming around while watching this video, it might be worth it to wait and pick it up during those sale seasons. If you guys were interested in picking up the Blue Snowball, I will have my affiliate Amazon link down below, so you can go check this out and purchase it if you want. So will I be upgrading to the Blue Yeti? I would say maybe probably no. Unless I find it at a really good deal, I probably won't spend the money to just upgrade my microphone, because now that I already have the Blue Snowball, upgrading to the Yeti is very marginal of an upgrade. Whereas if you don't have any mic at all, then the Yeti would be a better option than just the Snowball. And then, because I don't want to spend like double the amount of money on two mics, right? So yeah, right now I can't really justify any reasons why I want to replace this microphone. So I'll probably be using it until it like breaks, or if I really am scaling up my content. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more of this content in the future. And if you guys do have a microphone already, please comment down below what you are using and how you like it. And if you guys were looking to pick up a microphone, will you be considering buying the Blue Snowball, or will you be going to other options? So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.